It's the dark skin savers, my neighbor. Hey man, we got one of those videos today. We got those police cam videos, man. Yep. This one is called A Mass Killer. Realizes he's been caught years later. Years later. Bro, niggas really got away with shit for years, man. That's insane.
Hey, are you Ross? I'm Tyler Duncan. I'm with Anderson County Sheriff's Office. This is Steve. How you doing?
This is Ross Velarde. For the last 8 years, he and his wife Amy have been living with a terrifying secret that these detectives are about to expose.
8 years.
I got assigned the case about the homicide that happened in Pendleton in 2015. We'd like to talk to you.
Amy's parents, Mike and Kathy, as well as Amy's grandmothers, Barbara and Violet, were brutally murdered inside their own home in 2015, leaving police with the grueling task of solving a quadruple 15. Leave Violet were brutally murdered inside their own home in 2015.
Killed the mom and dad and the grandpa and grandma?
Of solving a quadruple homicide.
As family members, we want answers.
But unbeknownst to everyone, Ross and Amy were the killers all along.
Wow.
We're not here because we think you did it or you might have did it. We know you did it. It's piling up, Ross. You don't want to roll the dice on this, I'm telling you.
Damn. That's crazy.
On November 1st, 2015, Mike and Kathy Scott, alongside their mothers, Barbara and Violet, were found brutally murdered in their trailer home. Everyone was found with similar injuries, a slashed throat and a gunshot wound to the head made after they died. They were also found with knife wounds on their hands, indicating that each victim had tried to fight back before being killed. There were even bloody handprints on the doors and walls, showing that someone had even tried to escape after they'd been stabbed. The terrifying scene inside the trailer home would go completely unnoticed for the entire day, until, according to Amy, she went to check up on her parents and found them lying dead inside their home. And at around 12:30 that day, Amy decided to call 911.
Now, what was I going to emergency? Oh my God, I need somebody out here. What's going on? Oh God. It's my mama's house in there.
And she knew?
It's my mom and my grandpa and my daddy and my stepdad.
When Anderson County Police arrived on the scene, they said it was one of the bloodiest scenes they'd ever been to. But something was off. Detectives noted no signs of forced entry and thought it couldn't have been a robbery as there were multiple valuable items left in plain sight inside the home. This made two things clear to detectives. Whoever was responsible was allowed inside the home before the acts, and that they only had one thing on their mind: murder. It seemed like this case had to have been committed by someone close to Mike and Kathy, but with insufficient evidence, the case slowly went cold, allowing Amy and Ross to get back on the streets and live their normal lives again for years to come.
They had a kid and everything.
The police always had their suspicions about this case, and were never comfortable letting it stagnate. Amy's Facebook page showed that she constantly had fights with Kathy and Mike over her children, often calling them narcissistic, emotionally abusive, and
October
disrespectful.
17th,
What's most
That's
disturbing
great.
was a video of Ross and Kathy's fighting found on Amy's page, where Ross says something that would come back to haunt him forever.
What's that now?
I don't think your grandma wants to deal with this trash.
Stop.
In addition to this eerie statement from Ross, police found something that seems damning. They discovered a photo Mike had sent to a coworker just 2 days before his death, a couple of $100 bills. And inside Amy and Ross's trailer was a neatly organized stack of $100 bills, exactly the same serial numbers as Mike's. At the time, this was all treated as circumstantial, but slowly more coincidences would begin to line up that gave police enough reason to suspect Amy and Ross as potential killers. So, in 2023, they reopened the case, nearly a decade after the events that put an end to nearly an entire family. Detectives started by launching a series of interviews with Mike and Kathy's closest peers to try and get a better picture of Amy and Ross, and see if they might have been responsible after all. They begin with Mike and Kathy's neighbor, to learn about Amy's relationship with her mom and if he saw anything the day of the incident.
With the daughter, got angry with her, and kept the children from Kathy.
So tell us about that.
it seemed that they really tried to help Amy a lot. And Mike and Kathy, they really took care of the kids. And it broke Kathy and Mike's heart. She just really missed the kids, and the two older ladies that lived there, they were used to the kids coming in and out.
You think Kathy was afraid at all of Amy and Ross?
No, she never expressed that. But it was always the talk of the area that Mike would go to flea markets and he would get some kind of video games that he collected. There was a good resale market for him, and that he would buy any old jewelry that had some gold in it. It was always a rumor that he kept a lot of cash and gold stuff around.
Not only did Mike collect jewelry and other rare memorabilia, but it was well known in the community that Mike always had a large sum of cash with him because he feared putting money into the banking system. This made Mike a large target, especially amongst those who knew him well.
I think would have loved crypto.
You got to be one sick puppy going there and kill 2 heifers of women. The thoughts that somebody came in and killed those people, I still have nightmares about that.
This tells detectives that the murder could have been done for financial reasons, especially since this fact wasn't a secret at all. Couple this with the fact that Mike's money was currently sitting safely inside Ross and Amy's safe at home. A picture is starting to form of what might have actually happened that night. But still, nothing is certain at all, and police next head to Roxy Voorhees, an ex-employee of Amy and Ross's, who worked at their pet grooming business during the months leading up to the crime. Roxy had spoken to Amy almost every day for months before the incident, so if anyone had some information to give, it'd be her. And they were exactly right. What they found was so sinister, it blew the case wide open.
Ross had made a joke and said,
Mm-hmm.
it was a joke at the time.
Right.
And later I was like, holy, I'm glad I didn't say that.
Maybe right. What was your job there?
A bather, and I was learning in the process of learning.
When you worked with a shop, you said they were just getting started, so they weren't very successful yet.
They appeared that they were fine.
Okay.
But then I would hear arguments of them, and a lot of it was money related. When I started working for her, I seen Kathy and Mike at the grooming shop. I was in the back grooming, so I didn't hear everything that was going on, but it was something to do with money.
Okay.
Throughout working there, she'd always tell me about how she was treated growing up and all of that.
What kind of stuff would she say about how she was treated?
She told me that she was always a daddy's girl, and she said her dad had he was working on a car and it crushed him and he was placed in the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
And her mom decided to pull the plug. She always hated her mom for that.
Damn.
Detectives learned that their grooming business wasn't as successful as they claimed it was. Based on bank records collected by police, Amy and Ross's proven income in 2013 was $25,622. However, in 2014, Ross spent $14,200 on a Ram truck, $5,700 on a Mustang, $10,000 on a Harley FXE, and another $5,000 on a Harley XL. Close to $35,000 on luxury purchases, but an income of just $25,000. With these poor financial decisions, the couple needed money, and they needed it badly. In 2014, their business fell short, making just over $3,000 for the entire year. Things were bad, and they were on the brink of bankruptcy. So when the cops found $67,000 in cash hidden in their home, they knew something seriously strange was going on. Ross claims that he'd been saving the money for years, but detectives don't buy it at all. They're certain that, at a minimum, Ross and Amy had to have stolen from the house on the day of the murders. But to some extent, this was all known about 8 years ago, and it's still all circumstantial. For all the cops knew, Amy could have noticed the dead bodies in the trailer and grabbed the cash out of desperation before calling the police. So there had to be something that set this investigation apart from the one back in 2015. However, this case would take a complete 180 after detectives would find their most blatant, crucial piece of evidence yet. When going through all the CCTV cameras throughout the town on the day of the murders, police found footage of Ross walking out of a gas station that night. Nothing is suspect at first, until you look a little closer. The shoes he's wearing are Asics Gel Speedstar 5s, a model
Damn,
whose sole
Asics.
design just so happens to perfectly match the bloody footprints that were found inside the trailer. This claim was even confirmed by the shoe company themselves. The pattern is unique to this specific model, making it clear to detectives that Ross Velarde is a cold-blooded killer. All the evidence had come together. The abundance of cash in Ross and Amy's home, Mike's $100 bills in Ross's safe, identical shoes to the killer, and an ugly past with Mike and Kathy. Police now believe they have everything they need to charge Ross and Amy with the murders. So, on December 11th, 2023, they decide to confront Ross and Amy at their new home to finally uncover the truth about that night once and for all.
Hey, are you Ross? I'm Tyler Duncan. I'm with Anderson County Sheriff's Office. This is Steve.
How you doing?
I got assigned the case about the homicide that happened in Pendleton in 2015.
Okay.
Is Amy here?
That shit shocked
So
them.
since she's the one that called 911,
That's
I
why
think
we
you're
asked
there
you.
also. We'd like to talk to you. If you want to come on out, we'll talk to you and then we can talk to her. Can you describe, I guess, your relationship with Mike and Kathy?
I had a good relationship with Kathy, and my relationship with Mike was really great, actually. It kind of turned sideways a little bit July 4th.
So I think y'all had got married that year, is that right?
Correct.
In 2015?
Yes, October 24th.
The 24th. That would have been, what, about a week or so before?
The last time that I saw Mike and Kathy was before Amy and I left to come down that Halloween. We had just gotten
They're
back
just talking
from,
to her.
my mom and dad's.
Crazy
She
how
had to
that
knock on
just
the back door because I kind of just like was already.
And he's casually just talking to him.
And that's when she apparently found the scene that she found. She went bolting back out of the house. I think she called 911 before she called me, if I remember correctly.
So you didn't go over to the other truck?
No.
Over to Mike and Kathy's truck?
Correct. I never went in that trailer that day.
So after you last seen them, you never went in their place again?
Correct. Yeah.
The detectives are baiting Ross into a trap, as they know based on the footprints that Ross did without a doubt step into the house on the night of the murder.
Yeah, they didn't tell him yet that it
they'll
was
be able
him.
to confront Ross about these blatant
they're
lies
trying to catch
in
him
hopes
up.
they can shock him into a complete confession.
There was a couple things that kind of were red flags, but I don't know if they have anything to do with this or not. Mike bought and sold a lot of items, and some of the people that he was buying from were pretty shady sometimes. So that's another kind of red flag that I had as I was trying to just replay like events leading up to the homicide. Should I have seen something?
We're just starting out with this. When you hear Ross, what would you
Well,
do?
he said you wasn't there.
What do you think happened there, Ross?
He's the first gentleman that's asked me that. TV shows that I watch always say, follow the money. And you find out where the real motives are.
Ross is unknowingly digging himself into an even deeper hole. When the money is traced, it leads right back to his and Amy's pockets. But there's only so much Ross can do. The police aren't telling him that he's their main suspect, so all he can do is keep on lying, devastatingly unaware that they've already unraveled his entire scheme.
They destroyed our business. From January to when this happened, I made just shy of $100,000 with our mobile grooming business. As soon as this happened, with all the media coverage, all of that went away because of this.
And you said you had a large amount of money in your single wide. Is that where the money came from?
The money that was in our single wide in my safe, about $80,000, that was literally the life savings between Amy and myself.
The detectives know Ross is lying through his teeth, but for the sake of having a civil conversation with Amy, they'll hold off on confronting and accusing Ross until after their talk with Amy.
Just
They're gonna see what.
Out of that front seat right now, so Amy can get in.
Oh, I got that very quickly. But
Follow the money.
Follow the
you
money.
can tell that he's,
Yeah, I saw him.
and every time he's talking, he can't look at you in the
I
face.
know. You got a tiger by the tail here, though. What, you don't think you don't? This is a career case, let me tell you.
Your grandmother, and then obviously Mr. Scott and his mom. What do you remember? What can you help us with? Where should we look?
Me and my therapist talk about that a lot. Obviously, you gotta know finding people doesn't really leave you in the right state of mind. can do things to you.
Yes, ma'am.
And then everything that ensued, I mean, honestly, I can barely remember the funerals.
Ross, tell us a little bit about like the relationship between, like, I guess y'all and the family. Something happened?
We got into it around 4th of July or something with Mike. He wasn't a nice person at all. Because I told my mom, look, I don't like it. My kids can't come over there until we straighten some stuff out.
So at the time of the murders, you and your mom were back talking and everything was kind of getting patched up?
Me and my mother was not a horrible person. She was prickly. She always hated mom.
So can you tell us a little bit about that weekend when were you gone, when you got home and you found the bodies, or what happened?
We went to his mom's, I love it mall, to do Halloween. We went down there, we spent the weekend.
What day did y'all leave to go down?
Friday night?
Friday night.
Sunday morning.
Frederick was quite crazy for about a couple of years there. And I've chosen to step away, and I've got to be healthy, and I've got kids, and I've got life to live, and it's somebody else dropped the ball on it. It's not on me anymore.
Okay, well, if we just ask for Ross a couple more things, then we'll be out there.
Now that Amy has been spoken to as well, detectives are ready to drop the ball on Ross and let him know that they don't suspect him of the murders. They know he did it.
A couple more things, and we're gonna get out of here, okay?
Yeah, what you
There was something that had come up. You remember owning like a red pair of shoes?
A pair of shoes?
ASIC speed.
Oh man, that nigga heart pump.
Don't recall.
And these ASIC speed store shoes.
Yeah, I got one of those shoes.
What happened to the shoes?
That's a good question, because I have no idea.
This is from crime scene photos, and these are confirmed to be ASIC speed store shoes.
Okay.
Inside, they have blood droplets on them. And interestingly enough, you're at the Quick Trip wearing those shoes the night of the murders.
Okay. Well,
So if you never went in the house, I'm just interested to know how they ended up in the house.
I have no idea how those shoes would have had any kind of blood on them. I mean, obviously I was wearing them at a Quick Trip on the 31st.
Well, and they never found the clothes either that you were wearing.
That hoodie?
Mm-hmm.
Dang.
I think here.
If y'all left on Halloween afternoon, but you're on video there, the timeline doesn't add up. The fact that your shoes are inside of the house, that's a big problem.
Again, I don't know where the shoes are at the moment, and I don't remember whatever happened to those particular shoes. If something were to have happened that I had done, would be still for me to wear them into the house and then wear them after that, right?
Well, that's what I'm saying. They were never found. So it's almost like you got rid of them.
I highly doubt I got rid of them then, but I mean,
here's the bottom line, okay?
Damn,
so
they got
know
that.
what happened, and we're about to prove it.
okay.
So the opportunity for you is now. If you want to look out for yourself, is to really just to tell us what happened. If this was something that Amy put you up to doing, because obviously you had the skill set to go in here and do this, and y'all did benefit from the murders, okay? Because you got a lot of money. We've been through your financials, okay?
We didn't get a lot of money from this.
Y'all were struggling all up until the murders. The money found in your safe, there's money photos from Mike's computer that match the same serial numbers as the money that was found in the safe.
Dang.
So it's not savings.
Yeah.
That's money that was found inside of Mike and Kathy's house that Mike was saving, and y'all took it after you killed him. Okay?
Absolutely.
And I'm telling you right now, we're gonna prove it. If you think she's not gonna crack on you when we do, then you're mistaken.
We're not here because we think you did it or you might have did it. We know you did it. Okay, we're just here as a courtesy. I'm just telling you, Ross. Financially at the time, things were really bad. We got text messages between you and Amy saying you don't have the money 2 weeks before. And you said the best.
Got
Follow the
text
money.
message.
We did that. And led right into your single wide. It's piling up, Ross. You don't want to roll the dice on this, I'm telling you. It's not going to come up pretty.
If, for instance, Amy and I decided to, or if I decided to take a deal,
Right.
mine is going to be better than Amy's because I came to the shop first, right?
Right.
So, prison time, no matter what. Amy, prison time, no matter what. My 3 kids in here, They grew up without a father and a mother. Granted, my mother would be more than willing to take them. I understand that.
We're not the ones who put you on this predicament. Now you're gonna have to deal with the consequences.
10, 20 years in prison. That's best case minimum scenario, I would imagine, right?
It's better than the rest of your life or death, isn't it?
I mean, it might as well be one of those two. By the time I get out, my kids aren't gonna know who I am. I mean, the other option is I probably need to talk to a lawyer at this juncture here.
All right, Ross.
You're pretty
I
good.
respect that,
Okay.
all right?
Yeah.
4 days after these interviews, Amy and Ross were arrested in Pendleton, South Carolina, and were charged with the 4 brutal murders of Kathy Scott, Mike Scott, Barbara Scott, and Violet Taylor. The 2 are being held in prison without bond while they're tried in court. The couple's next court appearance is set for later this year, where they'll meet their true fate in the hands of a judge.
Damn.
Yeah, they fucked.
That's crazy, bro. It was like 2018, 2019. They're just gonna meet their fate now, bro.
No, 2020. This happened in. Oh yeah, the murders happened in 2019.
Yeah. No, I think they came to their house at 2019.
No, 2013. It was 2023. I meant.
Hey.
Oh, okay.
Are you real?
Right, it was 2023, right?
Yeah, because the webcam shit, 2023 right there. Damn, bro, again, life, bro. Like,
they deserve it.
All this fucking money, bro.
That's crazy. Love of money is the root of all evil, man. Shit people would do for money, bro, just to ruin their whole goddamn life, bro.
Like, I understand you don't like your family, but like, god damn, bro.
Kill them.
Fuck, bro.
What did they say the weapon he used to kill him?
I
thought he had a gun.
It's like a gun and a knife or some shit like that.
It looked like he had a gun. You didn't see the shit it was carrying?
No,
or wasn't that
just
him?
a different picture?
That was a different. That was like a video.
Yeah, that was like a different video.
Oh.
But they say he shot in the head, and I think he said knife wound or some shit like that. Because they was fighting back. But I don't know how people are brave enough to do some shit like this. That's crazy, because you know, like, bro.
I mean, nigga, when you're in a situation where you got no choice, nigga, you got no choice.
And they just kept living in life. It's crazy, because I know, like, bro, the first 2 years, like the first 2 or 3 years, they probably like scared as a bitch.
Yeah.
But then when that 5 years started, you like, hold on.
Right,
I'm like,
look like
getting away
with
with
this
this
shit. 6 years.
6 years gone by,
Good,
7, that week, 8, oh yeah, 9.
Fuck. Why? What?
Hey, FBI, open up, nigga. Niggas shit bricks. Like, yo,
you go shit in your stomach.
Yeah, like I don't know how niggas could do that shit and then just live the rest.
Yeah, like, bro, like.
I mean, didn't we watch like a video similar to shit like this where this one guy, boy, I think he killed somebody and he escaped out of jail and he was gone for like 20 years. I remember he was gone for like 20. He started a whole business and everything. His business was going good and everything. They came and still find him.
I don't remember that one.
That was a long time ago. We had something like that, bro.
It's the same thing with the girl shit.
I think
when
it was
they crashed the car, remember? The girl where they crashed the car with her boyfriend
with
and some dude in the back.
Went years without nothing, no, bro.
Yeah.
But that's it for this video, man.
Yeah.
Hey, let's know what y'all learned about this video. Like, what's your opinion about the video? Let us know in the comment section. And if you guys want to see us do more of this type of videos, let us know in the comment section. We'll definitely jump right into it. And please don't forget to
like, share, subscribe if you're new. God loves you. God bless you. And Weezy out of here.